So here we have HashIt. This is a tool we created internally in collaboration with Microsoft to get started with blockchain easily and quickly. Under the hood, HashIt uses Ethereum running on Microsoft's Azure blockchain workbench. For an enterprise looking to create a private and secure blockchain network, HashIt takes away all the pain. You simply log in, go to the Networks tab, and spin up a new network. You can specify the number of nodes you want for the blockchain network. This process takes 15 to 20 minutes to go ahead and do the necessary setup and configuration. At the end, you have a working private Ethereum network. We're going to skip this part. The network is now created, and this is a network to which you can keep adding more providers if you want. If you want, you can retrieve the underlying network endpoint and interact with it directly from your code. Or you can choose to go ahead and create a smart contract on the network directly from HashIt. You just go to the smart contract page and you hit the Add button. Here, you will be prompted to fill in some fields. You put in the name of the smart contract, the network you want to deploy on, and here comes the cool bit. You can choose if you want to create a smart contract from scratch, or you can choose to build on a pre-made template. In this case, we have one template which serves a very interesting use case. It helps medical providers who are working together as a consortium to have a shared view of a patient's medical information. Patient history can easily be seen by a different provider when a patient visits, subject of course to permissions that the user provides. If you choose to go via the customization route, you have the choice of an easy mode or expert mode. In the easy mode, you can make customizations from a simple UI. In this case, we allow the medical provider who is setting up this contract to define what are some of the fields they want to see for every customer. This could be basic medical information like name, DOB, etc., which is a one-time setup, or fields for the medical history that you want to store, which is something that keeps getting added to the blockchain at every patient visit. In this case, we also allow for fine-grained control for the kinds of permissions we want medical providers to have. These are permissions that the user can then control later and allow specific medical providers access, while preventing other providers from accessing it. For simplicity, we will just allow all providers access to patient data. Once you are done configuring, just go ahead and deploy the smart contract. Within seconds, you will see that contract has been deployed on the blockchain network. By the way, if you want to, you can also switch to expert mode to look and modify the underlying code directly if needed. Now you can go ahead and interact with this smart contract. To begin, we will sign into HashIt as a patient who comes to this contract and chooses to add basic information about themselves. This gets saved onto the blockchain. Since we allowed all providers access, if we log back into HashIt with our provider account, we can now see the information of the user based on their unique public Ethereum key. This is just an example of the use cases blockchain can solve. HashIt can be customized to add more templates, which can allow you and your tech team to easily work with blockchain and come up with meaningful solutions to real-world problems.